Now I'm thinking the attendance limit is probably a good thing, because if you did open the doors with his popularity, who knows? Maybe you get 90,000 here, as pointed out by him coming out on the racetrack this morning. Okay, aside from all the fans that you can see there along the rail, how does he look?
Oh, he looks tremendous. And to get an endorsement from Bob and to see him go over this racetrack, I'm sure Bob is paying close attention. Like I've said earlier, this is the one racetrack where Bob's stats have not been great, but this is, a different type of horse. He's just doing everything right. He's so intelligent, and it is amazing. Look at the backside and the people watching him gallop. It looks like an old footage of an old Kentucky Derby when they used to let him on the infield on the backside like that. So he looked tremendous to me. Looks like he's just going about his business in very good fashion. Talked to a couple people, very sharp people out here in the morning. They felt yesterday he didn't look great, but there's new surroundings today, completely different. Looked like the horse. I think a lot of people thought, going into the Preakness, he sort of peaked, and then even the Belmont, he's just gotten better and better. But it just takes somebody a couple days to get used to the surroundings. Look at his ears right there. When he hit the far turn on the gallop, I think he. When I watched this video earlier, I think right here he thought, okay, do you want me to go? Because I think he was looking at all these people going, am I racing or what's going on here? And he saw his ears go forward for a command. So he looks like he's full of everything, and he's going to be a handful again tomorrow.
Soak it up. Take it in, because all we've been promised is what remains this year. American Pharoah is going to call it a career after his 3-year-old season. That much has been established. Along the way, the question is, what's the next race? What's going to happen then? How do you come out of the race? Well, we know this much. He races tomorrow in the Travers here at Saratoga. TVG is on site with coverage all weekend long, and we can get into the historical arguments. Where does he rank in the best of it? But these are the moments you have to take in, moments where, as you heard in Mike Joyce's report, 15,000 people showed up just to see him go around in a circle at Saratoga. There is a better look. The grandstand's full. That is astonishing.
It looks like it's a live
to see
shot.
One horse.
It looks like it's a live shot.
It's amazing.
It really is
what
amazing.
Took place here.
And you're
morning.
right, Todd. If they didn't, when we were here earlier, I was talking to Mike about this. So where our set is, you can see obviously in the background. So the parking lots are over here. I truly believe tomorrow you're going to have people outside.
Right, yeah, no.
Sort of Woodstockish.
Well, and look, there's signs on businesses that are miles away from the racetrack saying, watch the Travers here. They're very well aware that only 50,000 can be here, so there are going to be people in the surrounding area, as there would for any other major sporting event.
Well, I think a lot of people don't realize that this racetrack in itself is so iconic. If I'm not mistaken, it's even the longest going venue. I mean, they've been running stakes races here for 130, 140 years. That's how iconic Saratoga is. And I said this earlier, when this horse comes here and then he goes to Keeneland, I mean, we haven't had a Triple Crown winner in 37 years, and he ends up at Saratoga, and everything goes well. Then he goes to Keeneland, the two most iconic racetracks in North America.
American Pharoah, what a tour we are in the midst of right now. Bob Baffert had told the racing media that bringing him to Saratoga would be like the Beatles arriving, and he was absolutely right.